my dear sister Sagaya Rosemary. Today is the 40th day since God took her from us. Do not hold on. Leave them free in the hands of God. Surrender them. Let them reach God. Thus, Sister Rosemary assisted me to accept the demise of my two sisters whom I lost the last year. Today, I hear her say, do not hold on. I am trying to say goodbye to my dear sister Rosemary. Before that, let me once again thank God for having given me the opportunity to live and work with her. Just a few virtues I would like to share with you, with which she adorned our institution here, the Holy Cross Matriculation Higher Secondary School at Satvachari. Sister Rosemary was a dignified woman. She not only appeared in her personality very decent and respectable, she treated herself and others with much respect and esteem. Her words were polite, firm and gentle, very mature in their relationships. Sister Rosemary is an enterprising woman. When any responsibility is given, she used to put her heart and soul in attending to the work. She wouldn't mind to take risks. The way she handles situations and events would say aloud that she is highly resourceful. She was a far-sighted visionary. Sister Rosemary never worked to maintain a status quo, but she used to think and plan ahead. Her commitment and involvement always took the school a step ahead. Be it in the account section, sanitary, electricity, welfare program of the staff, learning resources for the students, health care of the beneficiaries of the school, and spiritual welfare of the staff and students. Every aspect has improved in the school during the last 3 years. Sister Rosemary was a generous person. She never calculated in rendering her service. Be it students, staff, or parents, she listened to them and promised them her praise. In this way, she had many persons in her prayer accounts. Sister Rosemary is a genuine person, a person of integrity. She never spoke much, no loose talk. What she was convinced, she spoke and did. She won't change her principles according to people and situations. Sister Rosemary was a hard-working person. She was in charge of the whole campus. It was under her care. She tirelessly used to direct the supportive staff to keep the campus clean. Never found her idle. She contributed much to the development of the school by her far-sighted plans, efforts and dedicated work. Sister Rosemary was a hospitable person, a free person who welcomed people who came to the community or to the school office with respect and love. We say she is a loving person. She is more than that, a lovable person. Her love for children serene presence in the office, or when she went on rounds in the school, children would remember her for her thoughtful, gentle approach when they met her in the office. During tea or lunch break time, children used to come to the office with minor injuries. She used to care for the child as well as the parents in a gentle way. She's a very simple person. Simplicity in her lifestyle and in her approach, in her relationship with the staff, both teaching and supporting. Fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. True to this saying, she had fear of God much in her life. That filled her with wisdom, which I used to admire much. Her love for God made her to be true to herself, true to the gifts and talents she received from God. She was wise, and by her questions, she would make others think and make choices, or be reasonable and wise in one's choices and decisions. Sister Rosemary's relationship, she always used to say, people say we are friends. No, we are not friends. We have good working relationship. We work together for the betterment of the school, for the welfare of the children and the staff. True, she is more than a friend to me. She proved herself more than a sister to me. How beautiful it is when sisters live with same vision and mission in a particular community or in an institution. I thank Sister Rosemary for her wonderful, transforming presence in my life. I learned a lot from her. I would cherish always her memory in my life. True, I am no more the person I was 3 years before I met Sister Rosemary. God has put in me more strength, courage, love for the poor, love for evangelization, dedication and commitment, far-sighted vision for the responsibility entrusted to us. Thank you, my dear Sister Rosemary. Definitely, I miss you in my life. But with the thought that you are with God, I say, be united to God. Have His beatific vision. Do not forget me, the institution here, your sisters, they miss you much. Rest in peace. May God's beatific vision be yours, my beloved Sister Rosemary.
The ones we love are never gone. They live within our hearts. Yes, our beloved Sister Rosemary is one such a person. I am lost for words at this sad moment. We may not understand why this has happened, but we can have faith that there is a reason in God's plan. I know Sister Rose is a loving person who makes her presence felt by her virtues. I lived with her in the same community twice, first time for 4 years and now for 3 years, especially during the last few hours of her life. In her, I could find a disciplined person with principles. She was a good, God-fearing and self-sacrificing. She was a childlike in learning new things. She had a lots of thirst in direct evangelization, which made her to learn Bible deeply and made others to read. She was a courageous woman and straightforward. Above all, she was a trustworthy. I cherished the years spent together. Though we had a lots of difference of opinion, we had a good relationship. Though she handled money in crores, she maintained her personal poverty to the core. Very often we speak in sign language. She had a special love for the differently abled. She was self-sacrificing soul and had a compassion towards the poor. Really, I lost a good companion for visiting the families. I really miss the time we spent together, walked together, traveled together, and recited prayers together. Dear Sister Rose, you have imprinted in my heart a lots of unforgettable events and experiences. Dear Sister Rose, it takes a minute to find a special person, an hour to appreciate them, and a day to love them. But it takes an entire lifetime to forget them. But I know now you are with God, interceding for your loved ones. May your soul rest in peace.
Life is a gift from God, as we are the lovable creations of God. Our beloved Sister Rosemary is a blessing to our Holy Cross Metricaya Secondary School. Her commitment and dedication towards evangelization is immeasurable. She enlightened the students and teachers of Holy Cross in Christian faith. Teachers were often kindly insisted and motivated towards Bible reading and daily prayer by our Sister Rosemary. Sister took a lot of effort in organizing retreat for Catholic staff in places like Chennai, Velangani, Yelagiri and Christian Pet, which created spiritual recollection in staff for a great bondage with God. She also arranged a retreat which was conducted in Snehadeepam and Kattupadi Ashramam for students. She also encouraged reciting the rosary individually with our family and also in groups with Catholic staff and students. She played a vital role in conducting rosary, which is a serene path to reach God. Sister Rosemary took initiative in reminding about the Advent season prayer, Lent season prayer, novenas, and the importance of the way of the cross, which helped the students and teachers to grow in faith. She recommended teachers to write their own intention and prayers during the way of the cross. This year is celebrated as St. Joseph's Year. Sister Rosemary explained about St. Joseph, the patron of education and labor. Her soft-spoken words made teachers spare time for St. Joseph. Sister Rosemary is a spiritual catalyst. She contributed a lot in practicing the habit of reading the Bible and participating in Bible quiz with great interest. She motivated the Catholic teachers and the staff to solve the Bible quiz in magazines like Namvarvu, Franciscan Ori and Vulgata, which is the online Bible quiz through media. She also conducted Bible quiz. Attractive gifts were distributed to the winners and the participants. She conducted Bible tests for all the Catholic staff and gave away Bible as prizes. We thank Sister Rosemary for what she was to us. We appreciate her for all the joys, happiness and concern she shared with us generously. Her kindness to all the staff and students of this Holy Cross family is appreciated. All the good things done by her showed us how beautiful she was. She gave herself silently. Dear Sister Rosemary, you are not with us to guide us, but we will definitely abide by what you have taught us and continue the good work you have begun.
Sister Rosemary was an ardent lover of nature. She rejoiced seeing the seeds burst into life and grow. She never missed the chance to spread greenery and the goodness of nature. She painstakingly put the seeds in the soil and tended to them with love and care. She was happy to see the saplings grow, and even more happy when they were given away to parents, teachers, and students to be grown in different parts of the town. Sister Rosemary got the flower pots painted and was elated to see the bright red of the pot contrasting the lush green of the plant. Dear Sister Rosemary, you may have left us, but the saplings you have grown in the campus and the ones you have given us will keep reminding us about you. Whenever we feel the cool breeze of the trees on us, we will know that you will intercede for us.
Health is the greatest asset. Consideration and concern for others is seen only in some people nowadays. In that way, the students and teachers of Holy Cross were fortunate to have a lovable personality, Reverend Sister Rosemary. She may not be with us today, but her advocation on health tips can't be dismissed from our minds. Sister prescribed many healthcare opinions for students as well as the teachers. She initiated preparing kashayam for the students to build up immunity to protect them from infections. During the pandemic, she recommended and prepared herbal tea for the teachers to safeguard them from COVID-19. Sister would always insist us to take natural health drinks made from medicinal herbs. Sister Rosemary organized a restorative program on methods of healing people from all kinds of common infections. Healer Bhaskar, an orator, was assigned to conduct the program, which was very much effective and appreciated by students, teachers, and parents. Sister Rosemary suggested so many ways of protecting oneself from infections and through that maintaining good health. In response to the natural disaster, Sister Rosemary gave and involved many in giving helping hand for the victims of Gaja cyclone. She contributed a lot like food raw materials, food packages, and essentials to the affected and needy people. Let's take this opportunity to thank Sister Rosemary for rendering her service and benefiting students and teachers through her ideas and views. Let's pray that the good soul may rest in peace.
அலுவலக பணியாளர்களான எங்களுக்கு சிஸ்டர் ரோஸ்மேரி அருள் சகோதரியாக அல்லாமல் எங்களின் அன்னையாகவே எங்களுக்கு திகழ்ந்தார். கண்டிப்பு காட்டுவதில் ஆசானாகவும் கனிவு காட்டுவதில் தாயாகவும் இருந்தவர். எங்களுக்கு மட்டும் அல்லாமல் பள்ளியில் உள்ள அனைத்து பெருமக்களுக்கும் ஆரோக்கியத்துடன் நீடி வாழ அவ்வப்பொழுது மூலிகை தேநீரை சுத்தத்தையும் பேணியவர். கைத்தொழில் ஒன்றை கற்றுக்கொள், கவலை உனக்கில்லை ஒத்துக்கொள் என்பதற்கேற்ப குளியல் பவுடர், சத்து மாவு தயாரித்து விற்பனை செய்ய எங்களை ஊக்குவித்து எங்களுக்குள்ளே ஆற்றலை வெளிக்கொணர்ந்தவர். இறைவனை சரணடைவதே உகந்தது என்பதை அவ்வப்பொழுது விவிலியத்திலிருந்து வினாக்கள் கொடுத்து விடை எழுதுவதில் மூலம் இறைப்பணியை எங்களுக்கு புகுத்தியவர். எங்களுக்கு ஜபமாலை செய்வதற்கு நேரம் ஒதுக்கி இறைவனின் அருளையும் மன அமைதியும் பக்தியையும் ஒருங்கே பெற வழிகாட்டிய ஞான ஒளியே எங்கள் ரோஸ்மேரி சிஸ்டர் அவர்களின் வழி சென்றதால் ஐயனாரை என்ற இயேசுவின் 5 காயங்களால் எங்களை குணப்படுத்தும் என்ற பிரேயர் மனதை தொட்டு எங்கள் மனதை விட்டு நீங்காமல் இருந்தது. அவர்களின் நினைவும் என்றும் எங்கள் உள்ளங்களில் நீங்காமல் வாழ்ந்து கொண்டே இருக்கும். அவர்கள் ஆன்மா இறைவனை அடைவது என்றென்றும் எங்களை வழிநடத்தும் என்பதற்கு ஐயமில்லை.
சிஸ்டர் வந்த பிறகு எந்த ஒரு பொருளையும் ஒரு முறை பயன்படுத்திவிட்டு தூக்கி எரிகின்ற பொருட்களை வாங்கியது இல்லை. ஒரு பொருளின் தரம் மற்றும் பயன்படுத்த சிறந்து இருந்தால் மட்டுமே வாங்குவார்கள். வேலை எப்படி சிறப்பாக சீக்கிரமாக செய்து முடிக்கின்றது நுணுக்கத்தை கற்றுக் கொடுத்தார்கள். வேலையாட்கள் கஷ்டப்படாமல் வேலை வாங்கும் திறமை மிக்கவராய் இருந்தார்கள். சிஸ்டர் அவர்களின் இழப்பு இப்பள்ளிக்கு மட்டும் இல்லாமல் எங்களுக்கும் பேர் இழப்பாக இருக்கிறது.